Okay, so this will be the first video of a new series where I play the games I reviewed in the short reviews that I really liked for longer periods of time. And as I play, I'll just talk and give a review and pick up more things than what you can in a shorter review. So I don't even really know how to start this. So I'm just gonna go in with a character and see where it goes from there. Okay, so how I play a lot of games is that I'll have one main character and then lots of alts, and because of my OCD-ness, I like to keep the characters at relatively the same level, my alts especially. So over the last month or so, I've been leveling them all to a point where I'm happy, and then I'll just focus on my main character. Okay. Loading. Okay. Why am I not in full screen mode, and why do I have a red bar? I do not know. Oh, because it was lagging out before. That's why. Select everything. I'll also possibly do little whip. Okay. Let me kind of get into a safe zone with nothing attacking me. Is that full? Yeah. So as I was saying before I was really interrupted, I will also talk through some guides and some things that you might not know about the game going into it, or the things that may interest you in terms of manning workers and the crafting aspects and all of that. But they'll probably only be when I'm done with the leveling process. So the one thing that gets me about Black Desert is the excessive number of kill quests for everything. Obviously I have no problem with kill quests, they're better than walking quests and gathering quests, but like, there's an excessive amount in this game. But at least you gain skill points, so there's reasoning. It's not just like go and kill a bunch of mobs for no reason, just like go and kill them. I mean, okay, there's obviously reasoning in the quests and the side stories, but in the side quests, but yeah. Okay, what am I doing? So I have to apologize that all of the characters that I'm going to be playing through in the initial videos, I kind of got them all doing the same quest line, so you're going to see me grinding through the same mobs over and over again. I will try and pick out different things each time. Well, we'll be doing different classes, so I can talk about that later. Okay. So after this, okay, so just a quick thing on how to upgrade your skills. Bird killing. Okay, if I go stand that spot, I should be fine. Nothing on either side that will run after me, except for that guy, maybe? Yep. Okay. So... okay, so to access your skill tree, you can just press K. And what you'll have is you'll have the tree on your left hand side. On your right hand side, you'll have the learnable skills. You can also change to all skills, and then also on the left hand side you have the awakening skills and succession skills, which you get later and when there are events and those types of things. So generally under the learnable skills tab you'll have recommended. And as you leveling, like let's say up to level 50, go with those, because when you get to the higher levels you're able to reset your skills, which allow you to then pick better combos. But at the end of the day, you're going to eventually generate enough skill points to fill the whole skill tree. So it's just literally, when you're beginning, pick everything that they recommend. If not, then you can kind of experiment, because each thing will give you a description of what it is, how to use it. Yeah, and I mean, pick abilities that you know you use regularly for different characters. Like for my wizard, I focus more on the skill trees. I don't really worry with these guys. So let me click learn. There we go, and learn the skill. What else? Just never leave me alone. There's one thing I don't like, is you can't just like, okay, I guess it adds the immersion, but you can't just stand wherever you want in this game. Like mobs detect you even if you're in like a supposed to be safe zone, which kind of gets me, but like another thing that gets me, and when I'm doing one of the other characters I'll be able to point it out, is also, I know it adds to immersion, but it's just frustrating. With the RP and the flying mobs, a lot of the time you can't reach them with melee combat guards. So, for instance, the Berserker that I'm playing now, there was one that I was trying to kill, and it's like I couldn't reach it, and I eventually had to walk away, let it come closer to me, and then kill it. And it's like that I'm gonna end up losing a lot of health, and just to get it to pull away, because you gotta go quite a distance before it moves, because it was a harpy mage, so it has a good reach. Okay, so I was gonna say some things in the inventory. So in the inventory, as you go along, especially with the early leveling, you do get a lot of Black Spirit quests, and you get a lot of inventory expansion. You can also buy inventory expansion through the Pearl Store. Oh yeah, let me equip the bolt. Woo! New items. And then you also get scrolls, which you can activate. They give you bonuses. You get adventurers tomes, which give you more bonuses. And then just kind of a brief thing in production. So, okay, wait, I'll go do the thing. So a lot of, like, items you'll pick up will give you a description on how to use it and where it's found. If you're not sure, you can press F2 and it'll give you a very extensive list on everything you can make. The game doesn't really hold your hand with these things, which I like. But I can imagine to new players, especially like with Cassie playing and being completely new, and she's ADHD. She wants to know what everything does immediately. Otherwise, it just takes up inventory space. So if you don't know what a thing does and you're not going to use it now, you can just go put it in the storage, which I'll probably end up showing you guys because I'll have to cache in some things. So put it in the storage for later use. Okay, so just quickly to run through a production. As you go through, you'll get wind crystal ornament, you'll get a leather repair kit, and there's a sawnal steel, I think. I think those are the three. And then you get more later on, but these are just kind of for me to get off the top of my head. So I need to first unequip the gloves, because as you can see it says from processing a window, select heating, process Caesar's gloves with the wind crystal ornament to get wind crystal gloves. Okay, so in the processing ornament you have options: shaping, grinding, chopping, drying, filtering, heating, a lot of different things. I haven't even actually used most of them. I mostly use simple alchemy to convert potions, and then drying for food, and then I use chopping occasionally just to make materials. But anyway, let's go heating, wind crystal ornament, and Caesar's glove, and you go start. And then you'll go into its animation of you making it, a big guy setting over a small fire, and then it's done. If you just leave it going and you have enough, it'll just keep on making until you run out of one of the sources of material, which is quite cool because then you can just leave it to AFK produce, I guess is the way to term it. No one following me? Okay, so what was I saying? I had completed that quest, and like as I was saying, it's just all about more and more, which obviously the combat's fun, so not that bad. Okay, still a few more to kill. The question for you guys, I guess, might as well throw these out there while I'm playing. What is your favorite class in this game? Mine is definitely the wizard, because of the action combat and the range attack, and also the fact that the reload. Okay, I just combined wizard and healer. Because the wizard has healing skills. So when I play with someone like Cassie or whatever who likes to run in and try and tank things, at least I can heal them. I mean, I know they're shy of better in terms of a supporting class, but it'll work. As you guys notice, I don't really like read the quest things. I like skim over them, especially with these quests where I've done them so many times. I've gone all the alternate paths, but this was, I think, my favorite. Just, I mean, okay, obviously the cinematic one is better because the cinematics are cool, but like Uh, I don't even know. I use it too often, and I like the flows. But like it gets boring. Rather have the combat. I wonder if I keep these videos to 15 minutes each. Maybe I'll change between characters each time, but then that could get quite boring. But I'll just make a whole lot and different weekends away. Anyway, I was asking about the crossing or something that's rigid. But yeah, I mean, like, playing a class like the Berserker is really fun. Playing the Archer, is that what they call it? It's just Archer and there's more like Hunter. But that's also really fun because it's playing combat. Whereas this is more kind of impactful. Melee and like literally stand facing the mobs and not have to worry about that and you don't take damage. Although it always has been so avoidable. And now one previous video which was literally just combat gameplay. Do you guys actually like that type of thing? Should I just continue to upload some of those every now and then? Because I just always record even if I'm not talking, I just record gameplay because I never know when I'm gonna want to change an intro or I'm gonna need a cutscene or something. So I like to keep stuff on hand. Okay, I must focus on the archers. Right. What am I doing? Okay, so I got 9 more minutes. And then I'll change character. I'll change to one of the other characters. I think that's probably better, that gives you guys more to look at. And then each video is something different. Also, I want to see how the voice actually recorded with this headset. I actually really enjoyed this class. For my next leveling thing that I do to get all my characters at the same levels between this and the Tamer, and I started initially with the Tamer. It's just quite boring. I mean, compared to a lot of the other classes, the Tamer is quite a boring class in my opinion. I mean, I can imagine that later on it gets a lot better when it gets away from me. I think that's the only way to truly judge classes their later abilities, because although it might be slow leveling, at the end of the day it wasn't like a max level. You know? How good is it with the power? Oh, that's cool. I never actually saw that animation properly. Weird there. Not really. Follow the yellow dots. Follow the yellow brick road. There's one. There's two. So along with that project, I want to do legend. I feel like other games come up with Guild Wars maybe, but that would be a complete new player perspective. You know, if you play these things, I just won't get it. And like, okay, so just like saying that there's like lots of combat quests around here, it's actually better than having lots of talking quests, although talking quests aren't bad in this game because of the ability to just auto path, because then it's like you can just set your character to walk and you can just, I don't know, respond to WhatsApps or whatever else you have. I'm pretty sure you've always got some contact trying to get hold of you. What's really happening to some of these videos, huh? Have a look at what the PvP thing is like. You know, another thing with Dreamcast is I'll be able to show you guys the kind of like steep learning curve this game has. Like, it is super steep. Like, okay, I know like most new games, the first time you play the new game, it's obviously going to be like quite difficult. But I'm not like at a game, so like, I don't know, I'm still learning things about this game every day. So I guess while he's auto pathing, I can quickly show you guys how the workers work. Hey, there's one of those things. What do they call it? A void, I think. Okay, so to do the workers and that, you got to invest in nodes. So you pick a city. So like, let's say Calpheon, which will be your main hub, because this is where you're gonna buy all housing and what's the other thing? What do they call it? There's a word for it. Where your workers can stay and allows you to get more workers. So then what you do is you pick the closest nodes first. You have to do nodes that connect. You can see on the map that nodes connect. So like, I haven't unlocked this one, but like it connects to this one. So as long as I have this one, I can get that one. So it's a chain in a way. So yes, so you invest in nodes with contribution, and each node has things that you can get from it. So like, this has a speciality in tomato crates, and you got to invest in that, let's say, call it a resource. So let's go North Wheat Plantation, because this is the one I do the most. Okay, so then I've invested in this, and I've invested in paprika farming, wheat farming, and barley farming. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wheat farming, and then it'll give me a list of workers who you can hire inside the big towns. And I pick a worker, and I go start work, and then he starts work, and then these resources go into the storage that's closest to, oh no wait, I want the wood and the tin. It goes into the storage that's closest linked to the nodes. So for instance, all these resources go into Calpheon, and then I have one guy in Villia, which I should actually fire him and get a new guy closer to Calpheon, and then do tasks. And then you restore their energy, because over time your workers, if I go to the workers list, over time your workers lose stamina, and you restore it with beer, which is why you do barley and potatoes, because that's how you make alcohol.
There are no limits to the effects of
vodka
herbs.
with potatoes and beer with barley, but yeah.
Don't have a blind faith in alchemy. It's not a
I need a quest from this guy.
All potions were first made here.
What else are we gonna show you guys? Pets. Okay, as you get pets do different things. Maybe I'll cover that later. But like, a lot of the pets pick up items. So as you notice, if I don't feed them, because you feed them with pet food, I won't get as many items as I do now. So like these feathers get randomly picked up because of my pets. I actually just drop them. I don't want to actually have them anymore. Even though they're probably a resource that someone really wants. Who knows? I just get like all these items. It's weird. Same item. Oh yeah, hey, that's how you upgrade items. You use an item of the same nature. I should actually just keep those things. Okay, so 30 minutes done. This will be the first one. I'll probably do a few more within the space of today and set them to upload in week intervals, and let's see how that goes. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.